everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie. Hope you're doing well and ready to learn all about how we can love ourselves better for the rest of the summer leading into fall. Like, what can we do to be more centered and balanced and secure within our own beings and love ourselves and just feel good? Sorry about my hair. It's a monsoon today. And I had my hair in a hat from work. I just got home. So it's like, I don't care. I'm in my PJs, people. I know you're getting up for your day. I am going to bed. I work nights. So we're opposite. But anyway, at least I can post this while you're, starting your work day. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 decks that I pulled. Most of these are like affirmation cards. I don't know why I'm breathless all of a sudden. I'm trying to pick talking points. Let's go with this deck. What things are we honing in on? Because I want to keep this 15 minutes or less for the most part. I don't mind going a little longer for this one because it's all about yourself, success. So we're talking about success within ourselves. Feeling confident every time we achieve things. Divination. This is rituals, self-rituals. God, I'm so stuffed up with all this rain. I can't deal. Okay, all the way over there. Courage. I'll get one more. Trust. All right. Pause, get a tissue. I'm just going to keep my handy box of tissues. Isn't it pretty though? I love it. Allergies just drain out my face. I can't control it. On rainy days or like when people cut the grass, forget it. Forget it. So our first talking point is success. How do we have success with loving ourselves? Success, like how can we think that we are successful as people? Like, I am successful. I am a success. How do we get there, right? This is everybody's goal. Again, this is going to be scrunched down, people. 15 minutes or less. But for the most part, let's get into it. How can we feel and think that we're more of a success in life? We have recesses and make a plan. Success comes from a solid foundation. So if you want success in whatever it is you're trying to do for yourself, you need a realistic plan that's going to work for you. That doesn't mean following the latest trend of something that's working for everybody else. This has got to be specific to you. It's got to work for you. You can take bits and bobs and pieces from everybody else's stuff to help motivate yourself, but this plan has to be realistic for you, as in if you want to lose weight, but you're not somebody who's going to get up at 5 a.m. every day and stick with it and work out. Don't make your workout at 5 a.m. Make it at 7 at night after dinner because you're more of a night person. It would be more realistic to you. We get so hung up on failure and success, but we set ourselves up for failure by not being realistic when we plan for ourselves. And then we always think we need action right away. Like we need to go, 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 go. But Spirit's like, no. In order to have success, you have to be willing to be still and look at the situation and yourself and all you have come through and all you have endured and what you want and really sit in it for a couple days, however long it feels necessary to just evaluate and process and navigate and research and find out what the best direction to go in is. A well thought out direction. There's going to be bits and bobs of our life that you just go with the flow and you don't make a plan, and there's important things that will make you feel successful, like if you want to feel successful in your career, you need a successful career plan. So if you make this plan for yourself and you stick to it and you complete it at the end, that is how you feel successful and how you feel happier. So if you want that feeling, you have to be willing to sit, evaluate, and be realistic about what you need, want, and the direction you're going, and make that realistic plan for yourself. Solid foundation, do the legwork. When you achieve it, you're so that's the crunch down version. Focus is also pulling to me. You need to stay focused. We make a plan. We might sit and do all the work and do what needs to be done to make a realistic plan, and we get into it. And then we get bored or something comes up. You have to really stick with it. You have to treat this like a religion. If you start it, you must finish it. And when you get to the end, when you see all those parts where you wanted to quit and you pushed yourself, that just makes you more stronger in character. I can do things. I can do this. I push myself through this whole plan. I made the plan, I did the follow through, and I got to the finish line. I can do anything. This is how you feel that way, by implementing 1, sit, assess. 2, make a realistic plan for yourself. 3, do the walk and stick with it. Vibration, it's not gonna be overnight. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna have its challenges, but all of those challenges at the end is what makes you high vibrational, have more self-love and conviction about yourself. All right, so let's move on to divination. Cleansing and protection. Tranquility. This is always about protecting your space. You should never allow toxicity to slip in your mind. So this is, I say all the time, anytime you have a negative thought about yourself, this is the act of cleansing, is to think of a positive. That's why I fight my own depression. Every time I sit there and I'll let 10 minutes go by just beating myself up. I'm going to make myself for 10 minutes love myself. It's work. It's harder to love myself than it is to hate myself, but I make myself do it for the same amount of time as I did the negative. By forcing yourself to slowly do that, trains your mind to just automatically replace a negative thought with a positive one. This takes a long time. It works for me great, but sometimes when my depression is like really going off, I have to work at it. So it's not always going to be something that you can just count on as being ingrained. You're going to have to work at it. Crystals are great for mood if you're like having mood imbalances and that's taking away from your self-love, like body issues. If you're an empath and other people's stuff, all this stuff affects your mood and how you feel about yourself. Always protect your zen. Always protect what's best for your well-being, no matter what's going on. This is about common rituals in our life. Taking time for self-love. Getting enough sleep. Getting enough food. You don't want to be hangry. You don't want to be tired, because then we get grumpy, bitchy, overwhelmed, overworked. Our health depletes. I have insomnia, so anytime my insomnia is bad, I always get a cold or something because my immune system gets knocked down. So having these realistic things in place, like taking spiritual baths once a week, helps your, it's just as much a placebo as it is a literal protection spiritually. It's like, I'm going to take this bath and all of my bad is going to wash away with it. And picturing that in your mind, that is cleansing your mind and your body at the same time. You have to implement these everyday affirmations of I am worthy, I am a money magnet, whatever it is. You have to write these affirmations and live them and breathe them. I like to say them 6 times a day. Like, you are pretty because I have body issues. You are perfect the way you are. I love my shape. Like, I say all these things. I say I'm a money magnet because I'm trying to manifest money to get out of the hood. You know what I mean? Things that are realistic to my life, I say them at least 6 times a day. Most of it's like when I'm getting dressed for work, when I'm working. and I just feel it, and I'm like bored for a second, I'll just start going through them in my head before I go to bed. These are positive affirmations. Once you hear them within yourself over and over and over and over and over long periods of time, you're going to start thinking positively about life, yourself. So it really is the work you put into it, and those everyday practices on things that we need, like drinking enough water, getting exercise, getting out and getting fresh air, taking your shoes off. Contrary to popular belief, having your feet in your shoes confined to socks all day is bad spiritually for you. It blocks your chakras. Your feet and your hands and your head are extremely important to the energies and the balance you feel within yourself. As I'm learning to be a holistic healer, think about when you're really, really hot and you just put something wet on your neck. How just having something on your neck cools your whole body. In the same sense, you're hot, but you can't go swimming, but you dip your feet and legs into the water. That cools your whole body. It's like these are limbs that we even people that lose limbs, they still have phantom feelings because we are so spiritually connected to those parts that even when they're gone, our body misses them. They are vital to our core being and balancing. So taking care of your feet and hands go a lot with balancing yourself out. I've been slacking, but I feel amazing after getting my nails done and a pedicure. It's not necessarily about looking cool for other people. Most of the things I do for myself, like putting makeup on, is about my anxiety. And also, I'm an artist and I look at it as a makeup project, like an art project, because I don't know how to paint. So I'm like, every day, this is my canvas and I just do something different. But at the same time, I'm doing my breathing. This is a practice that's right for my life, is what I'm getting at. This is how we become more high vibrational people. You really have to treat your body and your self-love like a chore. And you have to make time for it every single day, because if you don't make time for it, no one else is going to make time for it. You are the CEO of your body. You need to pay attention. Let's talk about courage. A lot of us don't go for things or, hesitate on things because we just don't have the confidence, or we're scared to get hurt. And fear is ultimately one of the big roadblocks in almost all of our lives. So, let me go here. What can you tell us about courage? How can we have more courage within ourselves? Look for the signs and synchronicities. Knowing Spirit is with you and having your back, like times on the clock. 11:11, 3:33, 3:03, 2:02, 1:01, 1:11, 5:55, 4:44, 1:11. Any kind of synchronicity. Songs on the radio, insects, birds, heads-up pennies, rainbows. Seeing that Spirit has got you. Seeing and recognizing signs makes you feel spiritually connected to something greater than yourself, which makes you feel like you're important, that you're seen. And sometimes you don't have anybody in your life to talk to or vent to, and that's Spirit's way of saying, I'm here, that you're not alone. But this is also encouragement. If you don't have the courage, just follow the signs. Okay, the signs said to do this, so I'm going to do this because I trust Spirit and I know it's going to be good. What do you have to fear if it's just like a treasure map? Just look at it as a treasure. Your life is a treasure map. And when you get a clue, you get another piece of the map. And look at it as an adventure, Spirit is saying. And that helps you get courage within yourself to tackle things that you want to do for yourself, like lose weight or clean out your closet or have a heart-to-heart with somebody that you know is going to be hard. self-love takes discipline, but it also takes bravery to face our shadows and the things that we are uncomfortable with. And sometimes we just don't want to deal with drama. We don't want to deal with confrontation. We don't want to deal with stress and worry. We get in our comfort zones and we're like, fuck this. But yes, turn lemons into lessons. Not only see the signs, but see how many times, like, this is when a pro and con list would be good for you. All the times in your life that you didn't think you were going to succeed, or you didn't think things were going to work out for you and it did. What signs did you notice around those times? What signs are you noticing now? How can you turn the situation into something beneficial for yourself instead of focusing on the lemons and the loss and the sourness of it all? Add a little sugar. Put a little spin on it. Put a little spice on it. Well, this didn't work out for me because Spirit has something even better coming in its place. And believe it, like a kid believes in Santa. Believing is everything when it comes to spirituality and how you feel about yourself. If you do all these affirmations, but as you're doing these affirmations, you're like, this is bullshit. This is not going to work. This is some wonky, hippy-dippy, of course it's not going to work because you're not giving it a chance. Even in your own mind, you're doubting the process that you're doing. But why are you doing it if you're doubting it? You got to be open and willing to accept that you are worthy of things. Like the world or whatever it is taught you that you don't deserve things or that good things aren't going to come to you. This is what blocks our self-love. This is what blocks our inner abundance. All those things that tell us we don't, we can't, we didn't earn it. All that shit is bullshit and lies. You need to surround yourself with people like me who tell you every day that you are worthy, that you are important, that you deserve abundance. Like, you can just sit here and make money. Like, you don't really have to sweat to make money. That's an illusion. I'm working on myself. Like, we've been told all of this bullshit, and it constipates us spiritually. And it makes us feel like shit about ourselves when we don't have a level of success or we don't have the confidence to go for something. It's because we're falling for illusions. And I feel like the grounding principle in all of this is you got to do what's best for you. You have to stop thinking about if it's wonky, hoodoo, stupid, who's going to think what if anybody finds out you're doing it. You know, what do you have to lose? If you really want to be high vibrational, you really got to trust the process. You got to be willing and open to giving yourself a chance to putting the work into it with a whole heart. Like, I'm putting my heart into the writing thing. Like, I plan the questions. I'm doing it too. At the end of it, I know that I'm going to take something positive. I'm not sitting here like, oh, this is a waste of my fucking time. Why am I doing this? You know what I mean? It's 100% thought and then action towards it. So if you are thinking negatively about things and then you're like, oh, I'm just going to go and do this, and you're being negative about it, you're going to get a negative reaction. So not only thoughts, but your attitude and how the energy you put into things is also how you raise your vibrations. Let's talk about self-love. Oh my goodness, why are they all flying everywhere? Hey. Didn't want me to go over there. Which justice is coming. This is about embracing and standing in your power and believing that what you need. It's like manifesting 101, whatever you want to believe in. Tesla's 369, The Secret, the book, whatever you believe to manifest, you have to believe that it's out there and that it's coming. So if you want to, you have to set the intention. This is what I want. And I know I deserve this, and I know it's coming. And just release it. You can't have an expectation of when, how, what. Release it. You set the intention. I want money. Money is on its way to me. That's it. Release it. You don't have to do anything to manifest. other than set your intention, do those affirmations every single day. I am going to get money. Money is on its way to me. I'm just using money because I'm trying to manifest my own, like I said, to get out of the hood, like move to a different state. But it could be anything like, my dream body is on its way to me. I'm just going to put the work in, and it's going to, one day, I'm going to just wake up and weight's going to peel off me. And don't think, yeah, right, as you're saying it, because that yeah, right is contradicting and canceling out your manifestations. Be fierce with your beliefs and how you do it. Protect your zen. If you're trying to manifest and you have negative people around, get away from me. I'm trying to manifest this, and your bad juju is not going to help me, so I don't want to hang out with you, or I don't want you in my energy. People think that's not, I say it all the time, I don't like your energy. You got bad juju, you can stand over there. I don't give a shit. Like, if you're an evil motherfucker, I'm not going to care about your feelings. I'm a Hakoya. You can't fucking fool me, okay? I can see a black car 20 miles away. It's my job to deal with you and get you the fuck off this earth. Not like murder, but like banish you to the pits of you don't want to fucking go there. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. We get so stressed out. Oh, I have so much to do. Oh, I want to be so much further. Or I got to work so hard. I got to be on the grind 24/7. I got to sweat. I got to be so... No, that's a fucking lie. We're killing ourselves for an illusion that isn't real. You don't have to work 60 hours a week to make enough money. You don't. It's a fucking lie. You're still a hard worker if you don't work 60 hours a week like the fucking world expects you to. You are not here to make a paycheck. You are not here to pay bills. Stop thinking that way. That's a trap. It's a closed mind. Put your soul in a box and be depressed for the rest of your life if all you're going to do is punch a time clock and pay a bill. If that's what your life is, of course you're going to be miserable. You got to stop thinking that way. You have to think, this job is temporary. I don't like this job. Spirit's going to show me a sign, or I'm going to put my application out and something good's going to come. Positive intention, positivity is what you put in the world is coming to you. So if you're putting out negativity and you're like, oh, I'm not deserving of things. Oh, there goes your lottery winnings. There goes all that money that was coming at you because you were saying, oh, I am a money magnet. But at the same time, you're saying that I'm not worthy of it. So it's doing this. And instead of hitting you, it's going away from you at the last second. Slow down. You're not here to pay fucking bills. You're not here to work a job that's fucking miserable. There is more to life. You have to have the courage and the bitch fire and the gumption to change your life. That's how you become happy. It's hard work in that aspect of you have to put the work in. There is no getting happy easy. There is no quick fix to high vibrations. Okay? Point blank, period. Moral of the story, if you want to be high vibrational, you have to treat your body like a machine. Feed it, get it enough sleep, keep it clean, keep the environment around it happy. When you're trying to grow things, are you trying to grow it in shade or are you trying to grow it in sunshine? You can't grow in shade. You need the vitamin D, and I don't mean sexually, although sexual experiences do raise vibrations. So does eating chocolate. So does exercise. So those are our little cheats that you can help. I know that when I'm really depressed or really going through it, taking a walk in nature is like the best medicine. I just have a grin from ear to ear. I'm like, I'm in the woods with my critters. I don't know what it does to me. I'm just like, like everybody has their thing. Some people sit at the beach. Some people have a she shed or a man cave where they just go in there and the world fades away. And it's like, Hakuna Matata. You need to find that and keep yourself grounded and stop. It's not your fault. You live your whole life being told bullshit. You're stuck in the Matrix. The lie is you have to pick this pill or this pill. I have 26 pills in my pocket. Today I'm going to take this one and you can go fuck yourself. I go where the fuck I want to, when the fuck I want to, on that motherfucking day. There is not just red or blue. There's yellow, green, orange, purple, pink. Yellow. Did I say yellow? Rainbow. There is no limit. I don't put myself in a goddamn box, and I don't limit myself to 2 options either. Get the fuck out the Matrix. The more I separate myself from this world, the more I am alone, the more happier I am. That's so fucking sad, but that's the state of the world. Everything's stressful. And I'm not saying to be a recluse because you need social. I'm social at work. I work 10 hours a day. I get enough. I'm a hermit, so that's way more talking than I care to do. But I get it 4 days a week, so I'm still being social. I'm not living in the woods. That wouldn't be healthy for someone with depression. But it's like, if you need to keep your circle small, which I highly recommend, I'm not saying cut people out that are good for you or good to you. I'm not saying that, but it's like anyone that's iffy or fucks with your vibration, hit the road. Get the out here. I need high vibrations. I need to be happy, and you're messing with my flow. You're harshing my motherfucking mellow, bro. Sis. So, I love you, but go be Eeyore by yourself. When you become Winnie the Pooh, you can come back here. I got shit to do. Like, I don't know if you've been watching my channel. Me 2 years ago, I was faking it. I didn't even know what happy was. I was in such a miserable, horrible, toxic, abusive shithole situation. And I still, somehow in the pit of myself, knew I could get myself out of it. And I broke down day after day after day after day. I can't fucking do this. I had so many hard days, but I just kept doing it, and I didn't fucking give up. 2 years later, like I said, it was a process. There ain't nothing that I can't fucking do except comedy. But I'm conquering it. Like, I'm gonna get it done. I just gotta do it in baby steps because I'm making realistic plans for myself. Also, I've also tried to do stand-up comedy 4 separate times. I really was rabbit with vomit on my sweater almost. I didn't puke, thank God. I heard that song the other day and I was like, yeah, that's like me with comedy. I get it. I didn't get that song. I get it, but everybody's nervous about something, but I've never, I hate being in front of, center of attention, but I will to do it for, a eulogy. I can do it. I hate it, but I can fucking do it. But I can't do comedy right now. Right now. But there's something in there, something in my chakra. I'm figuring it out. I gotta figure out why comedy is so fucking scary, and then I'll be able to conquer it, is my point. I'm making a realistic plan, like I said in the beginning. I'm just showing you I implement it too. I'm not any different than you. I have to work on self-love every single day, sometimes a little harder because I am a Hakoya, and I'm like, get everybody's energy. I'm like, get out of here. That's why I want to move out of this building. I have 3 floors of people living in one building, and I'm a psychic medium empath. I need to be in the only dwelling. I can't. This is hard. I gotta sage way too much. I spent a lot of money on sage, and sage is cheap. You know what I mean? Just to protect myself, you got to. Wearing symbols, I wear the Eye of Ra, so I can see evil 20 paces out and do what I gotta do before you even come at me. Also, they send it ×3 to you before it even hits me. Protection from my ancient Egypt ancestors. But you can get evil eye stuff. You can wear carry crystals in your pockets. You can wear them as bracelets. They help calm and zen you naturally. Holistic healing, sound healing before bed is helpful. Spiritual baths, like I said. Self-care, number 1. Whatever you like to do. Getting your hair done, getting your beard, whatever they do. I don't have a beard, but you feel me. Men get pedicures too, just to have their, like, I like the foot rub after. I'm like, oh yes, wow. Because if you go to the massage parlor, it's a lot of money, but they just automatically do it at the end of your pedicure. They don't do it all the way up. They just do it to your knee and down. But, you know, for somebody who's on their feet for as much as I do, I'm like, oh, can I pay you for extra? Yes, please. I don't like it all the time, but because I don't like being touched, but I like the calf rub. Because, you know, have you ever woke up with them Charlie horses? Holy mother of God. They just wake you right out of bed like, it's like 2 minutes of hell and then it's just gone. And you're just like, a couple of times I've cried. Because that muscle's just so fucking tight in there. I'm like trying to touch it, but at the same time you're like, ow, don't touch it. I hate Charlie horses. They're the fucking worst. Anyway, this is way over 15 minutes, but I feel like we needed it. Tomorrow, dun dun dun. I'm scared to fucking death. But it's the comedy routine tomorrow. Now, granted, I'm not writing anything. I'm not planning anything. I don't know if I'm going to, like, put topics in a little can and just shake it up so I don't freeze. So I'll just drum like, okay, the topic is road trips. And I'll just have to comedy spiel on something. I might do that just to give myself, like, a point of reference. I don't freak. I don't know how many times I'm going to sit here and just be like, before I record something, but I don't know, something funny will happen. I usually just do it by voice, like I don't, unless you're in the room with me. But when people laugh when I'm in the room, so I'm hoping it's so funny without an audience. Because usually, like, comedians interact, you know? And I don't know. One day I'll get up there, guys. And maybe I'll stream it live if I ever do. I don't know if I'll do it on the first one because that might be too much pressure at once just to be able to do it in front of a crowd and be like, oh my God, I'm also live on the internet too. I might have to do it a few times first. Let me get over the hump, guys. But if I ever do it, I'll tell you. Anyway, if you want shit show comedy, that'll be tomorrow. I love you guys. If this was good, you want more like sessions in the future about different things, like what should we meditate about? How can we manage our stress? Stuff like that. Hit the like button below, and I will keep doing these. Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Have a great day. Toodaloo, boo boos, boy.